Now, as summer starts to fade away, let's have one more summer salad recipe. This I call taco salad. It's just very simple. It's like a taco in a salad. We've got ground beef, which you can cook up earlier, either earlier in the day or the day before, and then just chill in the refrigerator. A dressing that I just make up in a mason jar and put aside for a long time, throw it in the refrigerator too. And then when you come home or you get ready for dinner, just toss in, like, there's lettuce, there's black beans, there's tomatoes, there's cheddar cheese, and there's nacho chips in here. So let's have a little bite here. Oh, we got a nacho chip there, we got some cheese. And up on top here, I just put a little dollop of sour cream, just kind of adds a little something to it, so you just get a little bit of that with each bite. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's like a taco with all the mess. Oh, enjoy that as summer starts to slide away. Let's go in the kitchen and make this right now. All right, the first thing we want to make in this salad is the ground meat part of it. Now, the nice thing with this is, of course, because you want it to cool down before you make the salad, you can make this in the morning. So the morning, even the evening before, and then just cover it and throw it in the fridge. So what we're gonna do here, we have here is a half a pound or 230 grams of ground meat. And of course, this is my favorite mixture of pork and beef, but any ground meat will do. Over here, I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I've got 1 tablespoon of chili powder, and I've got 1 tablespoon of olive oil. That's just for the cooking. So first thing I'm gonna do is throw that chili powder and salt in with the ground meat. And I just wanna chop it in, mix it in there. That's good. Then that'd be perfect. That's gonna mix more as we cook. So let's see, make sure I don't waste any of that good meat. Get in there. All right, now what I'm gonna do, throw the olive oil in my frying pan and put that on medium heat. Perfect. Let that oil heat up just a little bit. Spread it around. Now what I'm gonna do, add in the meat. I want to cook this for about 8 to 10 minutes, just stirring it every once in a while, breaking it up. What I want to do is just nicely brown it. So see you back here, probably about 10 minutes. All right, that's looking nicely browned. Look at that, just beautiful color. So what I'm gonna do now, I want to get that meat into a small bowl, and I'm also, there's a bit of fat there, just oils and stuff. I don't want this too oily. We already got salad dressing. So what I'm going to do now is just scoop this into a bowl, try to leave some of that oil behind. That's going to be great for cooking my breakfast in. Fried eggs in that kind of flavored oil. Delicious. Anyways, going to do that afterwards. Sure the heat's off. Now, the next thing you can do is in the morning or the night before, whenever you decide to prepare all this, is you can also make your salad dressing. This is all going to save a lot of time at the end of the day. So for the salad dressing, what I've got here is I've got a 1/4 cup of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of vinegar, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, 2 tablespoons of mayonnaise. Of course, that's that delicious Kewpie mayonnaise, but any mayonnaise will do. 1 tablespoon of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of honey, 2 teaspoons of paprika, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now, because I'm making it ahead of time, I'm just gonna put it in the refrigerator. You want to chill it because you got mayonnaise, so especially if you make it the night before. What I'm gonna use is a mason jar. I got a bunch of these around and just don't use them enough, do I? I like these. So we're just gonna pour all the ingredients in here. In goes the olive oil. In goes the vinegar. And we can get that ketchup in there. And the mayonnaise. You know, I just noticed I always like to use a little bit of mayonnaise in my dressings. Mayonnaise is great for emulsifying, kind of holding everything together so your dressing doesn't separate, because oil and vinegar don't mix well without something like mayonnaise to hold them together, or like a mustard. Dijon mustard works good for that too, especially the Dijonnaise, which has a little bit of mayonnaise in it. Okay, in goes the chili powder. The honey. This just adds a little extra something to it, just a little. Doesn't make it too sweet because we only got a tablespoon there, but it does make it just something special. Get in that paprika and the salt. And now, easy peasy, screw that down good and tight and shaky, shaky, shaky. Yeah, it's like being a bartender, you know, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. And there we go. Let's see, have a look inside. Oh yeah, perfect, nice looking dressing. What I'm gonna do now is put that in the refrigerator. And then just before you serve it up, well, I'll show you later, we'll be meeting up here, is just shake it up again, and that's it, ready to go. So, see you later on today when we finish assembling the salad. All right, so now it's just about dinner time. The hamburger, or the ground meat, has cooled down. It's been chilling in the fridge. I'd say with the dressing, let's get a little swirl like this just to mix it up again. Yeah, there we go. And what we're adding in now for the salad is up here. I've got about 20 to 25 mini tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, whatever you like to call them, sliced in half. I've got here 4 ounces or 110 grams of cheddar cheese grated. I've got here is a small head of lettuce. That's about that big. All right, so about that big a head of lettuce, or half of a bigger head of lettuce. And what I've done is just chopped it up. So basically sliced across, down, try not to get too long of pieces. You want pieces like this, perfect. Just like you would have in a taco. And then here, I've got 1 can, that's like a 14 or 15 ounce can of black beans, rinsed and drained. And then across the back here, I've broken up nacho chips into different sizes. Well, some are already broken, so they're even smaller in the bag, but it's a bag of nacho chips, and this is a regular sized bag like this one right here. I got this El Sabor nacho chips from one of our local import stores, about that size of bag, and just break them up into decent sized pieces. So first thing we're going to do is we'll get the dressing and the chips out of the way for right now. I'm going to bring the bowl in here. I want to mix a bunch of these ingredients together. So for example, the black beans are going to go in there. That means I can get that out of the way. And the meat is clumped up a bit from the cold now. So just kind of break it up again. You'll find that when you put it in the refrigerator for a long time, you know, some of the fats in there will clump up a bit. So just break it up. And there we go. Mix that in with the black beans. All right, I'll toss in the tomatoes and the lettuce. Now what I'm going to do is just toss that a little bit, and then we're going to add the dressing. So let's just toss that around a bit. You want to be kind of gentle because you don't want to crush up your tomatoes and bruise up your lettuce too much. Just like that. Oh, that's looking good. Now the dressing. So you'll notice I'm putting the dressing on before I do the chips. I'll put the chips in very last. In fact, don't put the chips in too early before you serve the salad because you don't want to get them soggy. So they're kind of the last thing to go in. All right, so we got some dressing right there on the lid. Let's get rid of that. Yum, yum. Dressing smells great. All right, pour that in there. And let's get our rubber spatula to make sure we get it all. I like a lot of dressing on here. If you want a little bit less, well, you can always cut back on this a bit, save some for a different salad. But me, I like to pour it on. And let's have a lick. Perfecto. I don't know if that's Spanish or not. Sorry. It's either Italian or Spanish. I'm terrible at that. All right, so now I'm just tossing that around, getting that mixed in. Ooh, that's looking good. We get that dressing all throughout. And now, let's get that cheese in there. Now, there's a couple ways you can serve this. If you want to do it really fancy, at this point, serve it up. Actually, add in the chips would be nice. And then sprinkle the cheese over the top and serve it up that way and people can dig down through. Me, I just like to mix it all together. So it's really up to your preference. Oh, this is making me definitely think of tacos. All right. That's looking good. In go the nacho chips. And let's get all this stuff out of the way. Now this is where it gets a bit, try not to, yeah, exactly like that. Try not to dump it all over the counter, yeah. So it's kind of lift and turn. And that just gets those chips drop throughout there and get incorporated without crushing them anymore. They're already broken, we don't need to break them anymore. So, lift and turn, lift and turn. All right, we got one more ingredient over here on the side, which I have not mentioned yet, but it's kind of like an optional ingredient. Sour cream. It's great on top. So what I like to do with sour cream is I just kind of serve it on the individual servings, put a little bit on top. Looks really nice and does taste great too. So what I do there is just soften that sour cream up a little bit and serve it up with that. All right, enjoy your taco salad. Now, if you like this taco salad recipe, stick around. There's a lot more here on YouTube on the Kuma's Kitchen channel. They're all original Kevin Riley Kuma's Kitchen videos or Kuma's Kitchen recipes. Also, make sure you subscribe because there's a new one coming out every Monday and you don't want to miss those. Now, if you're not yet a patron of Kuma's Kitchen, well, consider becoming one because guess what? For as little as $3 a month, not only are you helping support the creation of all these recipe videos, but also you get access to the stuff that the patrons are getting access to. A lot of it's like in Japan videos, interesting things, hiking, kitchen tech, about ingredients, stuff like that. So now go make this for dinner tonight. Well, I guess if it's nighttime ready, you might want to go the next day so you can prep stuff early in the morning and make it a lot easier. Anyways, go make this and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.